from our archives, the Billy Graham Classics.
Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in life when the universe stirs in ways that feel almost magical. When whispers of destiny brush against your heart, hinting at something extraordinary waiting just beyond the horizon. The angels, ever watchful, send their signs, gentle nudges that remind you love has its own timing, its own rules, and yet sometimes it refuses to be confined by any of them.
Today, they tell us something remarkable. Your soulmate is ready. Ready to move mountains, to cross oceans, to defy odds. Every rule that has ever been written, just to reach the essence of your being. This is a love not of convenience, but of courage. Not of hesitation, but of relentless pursuit.
And what does that mean for you? It means the world is conspiring to bring your hearts together. It means trust, patience, and openness are no longer optional. They are the keys that unlock this extraordinary connection. Every challenge you face, every moment of doubt is being met with forces you cannot see, preparing the way for a bond that is both rare and powerful. There is a magic in the timing of life that often goes unnoticed. It is as if invisible forces are quietly arranging the circumstances of our journey, nudging us in subtle ways toward what is meant to be. Angels, as messengers of this divine orchestration, send signs to guide and awaken our hearts. These signs may appear in unexpected moments, through a fleeting thought, a sudden encounter, or an unexplainable feeling. They remind us that love is never accidental, that the people and experiences we are meant to meet often arrive in perfect synchrony with our growth. Understanding and attuning ourselves to these gentle nudges allows us to recognize opportunities and connections that might otherwise slip by unnoticed. Life in this sense is not just a series of random events, it is a carefully woven tapestry, and the threads of destiny are being aligned with precision. Love in its most authentic form is fearless and persistent. It does not hesitate when it sees the possibility of a connection that transcends ordinary boundaries. The soulmate described in this message embodies that fearless energy, someone who is willing to go beyond rules, expectations, and limitations to reach the heart they are drawn to. This is a love that cannot be contained by convention, a love that breaks through the walls of doubt, fear, and circumstance. It is a testament to the extraordinary nature of connection when two souls are destined to meet. This relentless pursuit is not about control or obsession. It is about a profound recognition of another soul's significance and a willingness to take risks to honor that recognition. Such devotion inspires courage in both hearts, reminding us that love often asks us to step beyond comfort and security in order to experience its full depth. At the same time, this message is not just about one soul reaching out. It is also a call to your own readiness. The energy you carry, the way you honor yourself, and your openness to receive love are essential components of this connection. Love responds to the vibrancy and authenticity of your heart. When you nurture self-worth and embrace your desires fully, you create a magnetic field that draws the right connections closer. Patience, reflection, and self-awareness become your allies in preparing for this extraordinary bond. Every moment of introspection and every step towards self-love strengthens the path, making it easier for destined connections to flow naturally into your life. Recognizing your value and being receptive allows the universe to deliver what has been carefully orchestrated without resistance. Life often presents challenges and uncertainties, and love does not always arrive without testing our patience or faith. Yet these obstacles are not deterrents. They are part of the preparation for a profound union. Moments of doubt, missed opportunities, or confusion are all shaping experiences, strengthening resilience, and refining the heart. Understanding this allows us to trust that what is meant to be will find its way, even if the journey is not linear. The universe, in its wisdom, ensures that the timing is perfect, even when human perception struggles to see it. These challenges, rather than being setbacks, are lessons that prepare both souls for the intensity and depth of the connection they are destined to share. Trust becomes a vital element, encouraging us to surrender control and have faith in the unseen currents guiding our paths. Ultimately, the message points to the extraordinary nature of destiny and connection. When two souls are truly aligned, barriers bend and circumstances shift in subtle, miraculous ways. Love of this caliber does not merely happen, It manifests through the alignment of energy, intention, and openness. It is transformative, reshaping perspectives and inviting both individuals to experience life at a higher frequency of emotion, understanding, and intimacy. Recognizing the signs, embracing one's own readiness, and trusting in the process allows this destined bond to flourish naturally. The convergence of effort, faith, and timing creates a love that feels inevitable, a connection that defies explanation yet is undeniable in its presence. This journey emphasizes that love is not passive. It requires awareness, courage, and a willingness to participate actively in the unfolding of destiny. By aligning your heart and mind, respecting your own worth, and remaining open to the magic of possibility, you invite the forces of the universe to bring forth what has been prepared with precision. Angels, messages, signs, and subtle shifts all point to the same truth. Love, when it is meant to find you, will bend rules, overcome obstacles, and arrive in ways that transform your life completely. Love, in its truest form, is one of the most powerful forces in existence. It does not follow rules, limits, or expectations. It moves freely, fiercely, and without hesitation, driven by an invisible yet undeniable force. When we speak of a soulmate who is willing to break every rule to reach you, we are talking about a love that defies boundaries, that refuses to be confined by circumstances, societal norms, or fears. This kind of love is fearless. It is bold in its pursuit, unwavering in its intention, and unrelenting in its effort to connect with the heart it recognizes as its counterpart. Such love does not wait for permission, approval, or the perfect moment. Instead, it creates the perfect moment through persistence, courage, and intention. This relentless love is not a superficial or fleeting desire. It is profound, rooted in a deep recognition of another soul. It understands intuitively the value of connection, the resonance of shared energy, and the transformative power that comes from meeting someone who mirrors and complements your deepest self. This is not about convenience or momentary attraction. It is about the willingness to challenge everything that might stand in the way of union. It is about defying fears, societal expectations, or past disappointments to honor the call of destiny. In many ways, this kind of love is revolutionary because it rejects compromise on what truly matters. It refuses to settle for anything less than authenticity, and in doing so, it inspires both souls to embrace the fullness of their potential. Relentless love also challenges the very nature of patience and endurance. It recognizes that the path to connection is not always simple or linear. There may be obstacles, misunderstandings, distance, or timing issues that create challenges along the way. Yet love of this kind does not falter. Instead, it adapts, perseveres, and finds ways to overcome these barriers. It moves through creativity, determination, and faith. Every rule, limitation, or convention that attempts to hinder it becomes a test of its strength. The willingness to bend or even break these rules is not reckless. It is a demonstration of the depth of commitment and a refusal to let fear or societal expectations dictate the heart's journey. It shows that when love is genuine, it will find paths where none seem to exist, doors where none appear open, and moments of connection when everything seems impossible. Moreover, this relentless love is inherently transformative. It has the power to awaken, heal, and inspire. When one soul is willing to move so fully toward another, it calls forth the highest potential in both. It teaches lessons about courage, vulnerability, trust, and surrender. It challenges both individuals to release old wounds, overcome insecurities, and embrace the authentic self fully. The intensity of this kind of love does not merely create romantic connection, it reshapes the way each soul experiences life, opening doors to deeper awareness, emotional richness, and spiritual alignment. It reminds us that love, when pursued with fearless intention, is a force that transforms ordinary existence into something extraordinary. At the same time, relentless love does not mean losing oneself or disregarding personal boundaries. Rather, it is a perfect balance of devotion and discernment. The soul that is ready to move mountains to reach another does so with respect, honor, and understanding. It acknowledges the autonomy of the other person, while simultaneously refusing to let doubt or distance weaken its determination. This creates a dance of mutual respect and unwavering connection, a dynamic that strengthens both individuals and the bond they share. It is a love that honors freedom while pursuing unity, and it flourishes because it is intentional, conscious, and unafraid. Another essential aspect of this relentless pursuit is its emotional intelligence. The soulmate who is willing to break rules to reach you understands the subtle nuances of connection. They sense when patience is needed, when words or gestures matter, and when silence speaks volumes. This type of love is intuitive, empathetic, and deeply attuned to the rhythms of the heart it seeks. It is not blind pursuit. It is a deliberate, thoughtful, and sensitive journey. It demonstrates that true love requires not only courage, but also wisdom, emotional awareness, and a commitment to the well-being of both souls. Finally, this love is a reflection of the highest truth of human connection. When two souls are destined to meet, nothing is impossible. Challenges, rules, distance, or circumstances do not diminish the force of connection. They amplify its significance. The willingness to break rules to reach another soul is a testament to the extraordinary power of love, to its ability to overcome, inspire, and transform. It reminds us that love is not meant to be small, limited, or contained. It is meant to be fearless, bold, and unrelenting. A force that moves across any boundary, transcends any obstacle, and finds its way to the heart it is destined to touch. Personal readiness is a vital part of attracting and sustaining a profound connection. While the concept of a soulmate often emphasizes the other person, the one who will cross obstacles to reach you, true connection begins with the self. It begins with the energy, intentions, and openness that you carry in your own heart. Your readiness is not just about waiting for someone to arrive. It is about preparing your inner world to welcome love fully and without hesitation. It is about understanding your own value, cultivating self-love, and embracing the emotional maturity necessary for a deep, authentic bond. The soul who is prepared to receive love creates a magnetic resonance that naturally draws the right connections, signaling to the universe that the heart is open and worthy of the extraordinary. Readiness starts with self-awareness. Knowing yourself, your desires, boundaries, fears, and aspirations creates clarity in your relationships. It allows you to distinguish between fleeting attraction and meaningful connection, between temporary affection and a love that resonates on a soul level. This self-awareness ensures that you are not chasing illusions or compromising your true essence. When you are attuned to your inner self, you are better equipped to recognize the signs and energies of someone who is meant to be in your life. It becomes easier to identify when an individual aligns with your values and soul purpose, and when the timing is right to allow deeper connection to flourish. Readiness is, in many ways, the foundation upon which the bridge to another soul is built. Equally important is cultivating self-worth and self-love. A heart that values itself creates a safe space for love to enter without fear, insecurity, or desperation. Recognizing your own beauty, strength, and potential allows you to interact with others from a place of wholeness rather than neediness. When you honor yourself, you set the tone for how others treat you and the kind of connection you are willing to accept. Self-worth does not mean arrogance or isolation. It means understanding that you deserve respect, affection, and a love that honors your essence. It is this recognition that makes it possible for a soulmate to connect with you authentically, knowing that the bond is built on mutual respect and appreciation. Openness is another critical aspect of readiness. It is the willingness to embrace love, to be vulnerable, and to release the walls that may have formed from past experiences. Being open does not mean indiscriminately trusting anyone who comes your way. It means allowing your heart to feel, to experience, and to respond without preemptive fear or skepticism. Openness invites growth, discovery, and the natural flow of connection. It enables you to receive love in its most authentic form without limiting it through judgment or expectation. When you are open, the universe can operate freely, guiding the energies and circumstances that bring your destined connection closer. Personal readiness also involves patience and timing. Love rarely unfolds according to human schedules. Moments of waiting, reflection, and personal growth are essential parts of the process. During these periods, the soul matures, perspectives expand, and the heart strengthens. Trusting the timing of life, allows you to remain centered and calm rather than anxious or restless, while anticipating the arrival of someone whose connection will be meaningful and transformative. Each experience along the way, whether joyful or challenging, contributes to your preparation. Every lesson, every encounter, every period of solitude refines your capacity to engage fully when love arrives. Emotional resilience is another pillar of readiness. A prepared heart can navigate the uncertainties and fluctuations of connection without losing faith or stability. Life presents obstacles, misunderstandings, or temporary disappointments, but emotional resilience allows you to maintain balance and clarity. It ensures that when a soulmate approaches, you can respond with discernment, grace, and openness rather than fear, doubt, or reactive behavior. This resilience is built through self-reflection, healing, and a commitment to personal growth. It allows the heart to remain steady and receptive even when circumstances appear challenging or confusing. Finally, personal readiness is deeply intertwined with intention and alignment. It requires conscious choices to live authentically, follow your passions, and maintain integrity in your relationships and interactions. By aligning your actions, energy, and mindset with the love you wish to attract, you create a harmonious resonance that naturally invites a soulmate into your life. The energy you emit acts like a beacon, signaling not only that you are prepared, but also that the connection is safe, meaningful, and ready to flourish. It is through this alignment that the universe can orchestrate the timing, encounters, and circumstances that bring two souls together in a way that feels destined and inevitable. In essence, personal readiness is the gateway to experiencing a soulmate connection in its highest form. It is the cultivation of self-awareness, self-worth, openness, patience, resilience, and alignment that ensures love can enter fully and thrive. Without this readiness, even the most devoted soulmate may encounter barriers that prevent the connection from manifesting or sustaining. By preparing yourself internally, you create a fertile ground for the extraordinary love that is destined to find you, allowing it to arrive not only with intention, but also with the capacity to grow, flourish, and transform both lives profoundly. Trusting in destiny is a profound aspect of experiencing life fully, especially when it comes to love and deep connections. Life often presents us with moments of uncertainty, challenges, or delays that test our patience and resilience. It is natural to feel anxious or frustrated when what we desire does not manifest immediately, or when circumstances seem to conspire against us. However, trusting in destiny means understanding that there is a greater intelligence at work, orchestrating events in ways that we cannot always see or comprehend. It is a conscious choice to believe that the universe has a plan, even when the path is unclear, and that everything unfolds in perfect timing, including the arrival of a soulmate. This trust requires a surrender of control. Human beings are wired to plan, to anticipate, and to try to manipulate outcomes to suit our desires. Yet destiny often works in ways that transcend human understanding and effort. By releasing the need to force or rush connections, we allow the natural flow of life to operate, creating circumstances that align perfectly with our growth and readiness. Trusting in destiny is not passive resignation, it is an active, intentional alignment with the rhythm of life. An understanding that challenges, delays, and unexpected turns are not obstacles, but essential components of the journey toward meaningful connection. Belief in destiny also nurtures patience. True love rarely arrives without preparation or waiting. The experiences we encounter along the way, even those that seem difficult or disappointing, serve as essential lessons that refine our hearts and minds. Each challenge, whether it is a moment of separation, a missed opportunity, or a personal struggle, shapes us into individuals who are ready to give and receive love fully. Trusting in destiny allows us to see these experiences not as setbacks, but as vital steps in the unfolding of a connection that is meant to be. Patience becomes a form of active faith, a recognition that the timing of life is often far wiser than our own perception of immediacy. Trusting in destiny also helps cultivate inner peace. When we rely solely on our own plans, or try to control every aspect of a relationship or connection, we create tension, anxiety, and unnecessary suffering. Faith in the natural order of life allows us to release this pressure, knowing that events are aligning in accordance with a higher wisdom. This sense of inner peace radiates outward, creating a calm, magnetic energy that draws people, experiences, and opportunities toward us. A heart at peace is more open, more receptive, and more capable of recognizing the signs and energies of a soulmate when they appear. It becomes easier to navigate life with clarity, grace, and purpose when trust in destiny is firmly rooted. Another essential aspect of this trust is recognizing that destiny does not eliminate free will. While there may be paths and connections that are meant to happen, the choices we make along the way are critical. Trusting in destiny does not mean passivity or neglect of personal responsibility. It means making choices aligned with our highest self, maintaining integrity, and responding to life with awareness, all while believing that these choices are part of a larger orchestration. It is the balance of surrender and conscious action that allows destiny to manifest in ways that are meaningful, transformative, and aligned with our soul's purpose. Trusting in destiny also involves faith in the unseen. Often the signs, guidance, or energies leading us toward a soulmate are subtle and easy to overlook. A fleeting thought, an unexpected encounter, or a sense of intuitive knowing may hint at the alignment of forces working in our favor. Recognizing these signs requires attentiveness and belief in what is not always immediately visible. The universe communicates through patterns, synchronicities, and gentle nudges, and trusting destiny allows us to respond with awareness and openness. It encourages us to see beyond the surface of everyday life and perceive the deeper currents of purpose and connection that are at play. Furthermore, trust in destiny fosters resilience in the face of uncertainty. Life is unpredictable and relationships are rarely free of obstacles. By believing that everything happens for a reason and that challenges are temporary guides rather than permanent barriers, we are able to navigate difficulties with composure and faith. This resilience ensures that our hearts remain open and receptive even when circumstances seem confusing or discouraging. It allows us to maintain hope and alignment, knowing that the forces guiding us are working toward a connection that is profound, meaningful, and transformative. Ultimately, trusting in destiny is a practice of faith, patience, and alignment. It is an acknowledgement that love and connection are not merely the result of chance or human effort, but the manifestation of a larger, intelligent orchestration. By cultivating this trust, we allow life to unfold with grace, clarity, and purpose, ensuring that when the moment arrives for a soulmate to enter our lives, it does so in perfect harmony with our growth, readiness, and highest good. It is a quiet, powerful assurance that no matter the delays or obstacles, the connection that is meant to be will find its way, and the forces of the universe are already guiding the path toward the love that awaits. An extraordinary connection is one of the most profound experiences a human being can encounter. It transcends ordinary relationships and fleeting attractions, creating a bond that resonates deeply with the soul. Such a connection is not limited to surface-level interactions or convenience. It is a meeting of hearts, minds, and energies that feels inevitable, magnetic, and transformative. This type of bond is characterized by an intensity that cannot be manufactured or forced. It emerges naturally when two individuals align on a level that goes beyond physical, emotional, or intellectual compatibility. The extraordinary connection is marked by a sense of recognition, a feeling that two souls have known one another across time, space, or circumstance, and that their meeting is a culmination of forces that are larger than themselves. At the heart of an extraordinary connection is synchronicity. This is the natural unfolding of events, circumstances, and encounters that bring two individuals together in ways that seem almost orchestrated. Small coincidences, intuitive insights, and moments of alignment all signal the presence of a deeper connection at work. When synchronicity is recognized and embraced, it reinforces the belief that certain relationships are meant to happen. These signs are not random. They are markers of an alignment that exists at a soul level. Understanding and responding to these synchronicities allows the bond to deepen, as each moment of recognition strengthens the invisible threads that connect two hearts. An extraordinary connection also involves a deep sense of mutual understanding. This is not simply the ability to communicate, effectively, but the capacity to intuitively sense the emotions, thoughts, and needs of another person. In such a bond, both individuals feel seen and understood without the need for constant explanation. There is a resonance that occurs when two energies meet and harmonize, creating a sense of home within each other. This understanding fosters trust, safety, and emotional intimacy, allowing both souls to express themselves fully and without fear. It is the kind of connection that feels rare because it is rooted in authenticity, empathy, and genuine alignment. Transformation is a hallmark of an extraordinary connection. When two souls meet in such a profound way, they do not remain unchanged. The connection inspires growth, reflection, and self-awareness. It challenges each individual to rise to their highest potential, to confront limiting beliefs, and to embrace their fullest selves. This type of bond acts as a mirror, reflecting not only the beauty of the other soul, but also the hidden aspects of oneself that are ready to be seen, healed, or embraced. The transformative power of such a connection is a reminder that love is not static. It is a dynamic force that expands consciousness, enriches the spirit, and elevates life experience. Another key aspect of an extraordinary connection is alignment with purpose. Beyond emotional resonance, there is often a shared sense of mission, values, or life direction. When two souls align on a higher level, their connection amplifies the impact they have individually and collectively. This alignment creates a synergy that allows each person to flourish, supporting one another in ways that are both practical and spiritual. The extraordinary connection, therefore, is not merely about companionship. It is a catalyst for mutual growth, fulfillment, and the realization of shared dreams. It carries the energy of destiny, signaling that the meeting of these two souls is not accidental but purposeful. Trust and vulnerability are also central to an extraordinary connection. Both individuals feel safe enough to reveal their true selves, including fears, insecurities, and imperfections. This openness fosters a depth of intimacy that is rare in ordinary relationships. Vulnerability in this context is not weakness. It is the courage to show up fully and authentically, trusting that the other soul will respond with understanding and care. When both parties engage in this level of openness, the bond becomes unshakable, resilient, and profoundly satisfying. It is a connection that thrives on honesty, mutual respect, and a willingness to grow together. An extraordinary connection is often marked by effortless communication and resonance. Words may not always be necessary, as the energy between two souls communicates on a level beyond language. Glances, gestures, and intuitive understanding carry meaning that is immediate and profound. This nonverbal harmony reinforces the sense that the bond is exceptional. As it transcends conventional modes of interaction, the connection feels natural, fluid, and deeply comfortable, as if both individuals are inhabiting the same frequency, tuned to one another in perfect synchrony. Ultimately, an extraordinary connection embodies a sense of inevitability. It is a bond that feels destined, as though the universe has conspired to bring two souls together at the perfect moment. This type of connection breaks the ordinary rules of timing, circumstance, and expectation, creating a space where love, understanding, and alignment can flourish. It is rare, precious, and transformative, offering not just companionship, but a profound sense of completeness and recognition. When such a connection manifests, it is a reminder that life has the capacity for miracles, that love is not limited by convention, and that when two souls are truly aligned, even the most impossible circumstances can bend to create union.